Good morning, mamas. This is hashtag the pink life, and I am live with you on Facebook. This is the first episode of our summer series, and you are here live with moi. I am the founder and CEO of MomsPumpHere, and this is a beautiful day. So I'm sitting outside. If you cannot see, I'm in my backyard. There's like some grass here in New York City, and we decided to do the summer series as a fun sort of like check-in every week with our mamas to see how you all are doing and talk about important topics like we do on hashtag the pink life with Super Sue. And this week, so yesterday was 4th of July, and I was so nervous. I was going to have a hangover, but I do not have a hangover. So I'm sitting here live, actually did my makeup, I have my coffee, and I'm in my backyard, so hopefully the neighbors are not staring at me. But today I wanted to talk about living your best life, and I think I'm going to talk about this every single week with you because it's hard as a mom. You have to juggle a trillion things, especially if you're working, if you're going back to school, if you have multiple children that you're taking care of, if you are taking care of other family members. It's just tough. And it's important to check in every week to find out what other moms are doing to balance. Well, technically, I don't really think that there's any such thing as balance. It's really just getting stuff done and managing your life. But checking in every week to see what other moms are doing, just to manage it, and getting through it. So what are you doing to live your best life? You see me on social media, you see Moms Pump Here, we're constantly posting some fun stuff, some stuff about our locations on Facebook and on our social media. If you go to our webpage, we have a great blog, we have our YouTube channel that you can link to. So this video will go up on YouTube afterwards. Lots of great stuff in there, 5,000 plus locations from all over the world for moms to breast pump and breastfeed. So you see me on all these platforms. But how do I live my best life? So I'm still working on that. It's really, really hard. From my perspective, I have 3 kids. My oldest is now 15, and my youngest is 10 this year. And I'm a working mom, so I own my own businesses and I work from home. Thankfully, I have that opportunity. But all 3 of my kids, I breastfed and I breast pumped all 3 of them, and I had both the opportunity to work from home and to work a 9 to 5 with each of them when I was breastfeeding and breast pumping, and it wasn't easy. So, working from home, you have the flexibility to breast pump whenever you want and to nurse whenever you want. But when you are working a 9 to 5 and you're in an office, thankfully I had an office door that I could close to breastfeed and to breast pump, because there were days that I did bring in the kids to work, and I had an employer who was pregnant at the same time, so that made it a lot easier. But some moms don't have it that way. They are sort of shamed into breast pumping in places like the closet or I don't know, just crazy places, or even having to go to the car. And the reason why we started Moms Pump Here is so moms wouldn't have to breast pump in a car or in a dirty bathroom. So we have our locations. Use it if you can. If you're at work, petition your employer to provide a space for you. I know here in the United States, the law states, according to the Affordable Care Act, until they replace it, hopefully they don't replace this law, that employers, if they have 50 people or more, have to provide the moms with a breast pumping space. So make sure you know your rights, and you talk to your employer. If your employer has less than 50 employees and you feel comfortable enough, actually scratch that. If you have less than 50 employees, you could still talk to your employer and find out what your options are, and pitch it to them like, this will improve the lifestyle of their employees. And if you're the only woman working on your job, which happens a lot, don't be afraid. Still go for it, and if they say no, just be like, okay, here's the federal law. This is what it states. I know my rights, and have a frank discussion. a respectful discussion, but have a frank discussion. So remember, we have your back. On our website, there are lots of, in our fact section, there's laws for, I think, the big countries that we represent. We have Australia, we have USA, we have Canada, we have UK, we're putting up Japan and Singapore. We have tons of locations in Singapore. So you can check on there to see what laws are available for you when you're traveling. So talking about New Zealand. So, did I even say New Zealand? I was thinking it in my head. So this past week, a story popped up. A mom in New Zealand was breastfeeding at a cafe. What was the name of the cafe? The cafe was... It was a vegetarian cafe at Christchurch in New Zealand. And she was just minding her own business, and two waitresses sort of like ambushed her. And one of the waitresses told her that other patrons of the cafe were not comfortable with her breastfeeding out in the open like that, so they instructed her to go use the bathroom. Which is a huge shame, because in New Zealand, breastfeeding is allowed, just like the United States, breastfeeding is allowed anywhere you're allowed to be without discrimination or harassment. They're a westernized country, so there was no need for the employees to treat their guests like that. So she was in shock. She didn't know how to react. And I believe she left the cafe, but she was with a friend, and they were very upset. And the news picked it up. Now, after the fact, when the news picked it up, the cafe apologized because now it was out in the news, and now bad comments were being left on their Facebook, which they deleted. But it was just a traumatic experience for her and her baby Penelope. Her mom's name was Gabriella, and the baby's name was Penelope. And it was just really embarrassing and a horrific experience. And a lot of moms do experience this. So it's a cross between people not knowing what the federal laws are, companies not training their employees about breastfeeding and breast pumping laws, and and then moms, you're in that situation. A lot of people are not built to be, on the spot defensive when things happen. You would love to think that people are sweet and innocent and they mean well, but they don't. So a lot of people are very conservative, which is fine, but the employees should not use their conservatism to manage their guests, so to say. And I'm saying that politely. So in New Zealand, the laws are that you can breastfeed anywhere you're allowed to be. But this mom was shamed in the cafe. And we are adding it to the MomsPumpHere app, and we're going to link to the situation. I have bugs flying on me. I'm going to link to the article, so moms are aware of what happened in the cafe. So apparently, even though the employees told the mom to go to the bathroom, the cafe responded on Facebook or in this article, and it said that they had a nursing room upstairs, which is, why didn't the employees know that? Why did the employees think it was okay to tell the mom that the mom had to breastfeed in the bathroom? I mean, there was no need for that. So the policy is that people can use the upstairs nursing room, but they didn't educate the employees, which is another shame. So we're going to add that all to the MomsPumpHere app, and make sure you check it out. I do have to do a big shout out for the Texas WIC program. I'm going to drink some coffee. So the Texas WIC program from the Texas Department of Health and Human Services has added over 80 locations in the state of Texas. All their WIC offices moms can go to breast pump and breastfeed. These are all all nursing mom friendly locations. They don't all necessarily have nursing rooms. They're nursing mom friendly. So if you go into these WIC locations in Texas, you can ask the people at the front if you can use a room to breast pump and breastfeed, which is fantastic. I think there are over 80 locations that were uploaded to the MomsPumpHere app. So a huge shout out to the Texas WIC program and what they're doing to promote breastfeeding and breast pumping for moms in the state of Texas. And we were so excited to hear from them and how enthusiastic they were to add all the locations. So a big shout out to Texas WIC program. Also a big shout out to Dorney Park. So I've been to Dorney Park a couple times in Pennsylvania, and it's the summertime here in the Northern Hemisphere, because I have to acknowledge that. And they have a huge family center that you can go into and tons of rooms that you can breast pump and breastfeed. Now, it's a little bit of a walk from the entrance, but this accommodation is beautiful. There's somebody there to help you if you need help. There's lots of information. There's TVs, there's toys for the kids to play with, there's comfy seating, there's privacy, there's a bathroom. But Dorney Park in Pennsylvania is a great spot to go to during the summer with the kids. It's not as expensive as Six Flags or Disney, obviously, but it's a fun park. They have lots of stuff, and they are nursing mom friendly, and they are dad friendly. So I wanted to give a big shout out to our locations, and I'm going to be doing this every week. I'm going to be spotlighting different locations that are nursing mom friendly. We'll be talking about big topics like what happened in New Zealand to Gabriella and Penelope, her baby Penelope, and talking about how you're living your best life. So remember, I'm here for you. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to me. A lot of moms, private message me on Facebook or on Instagram, and I really enjoy growing our community together. We have been around this is our 5th year. Oh my God, MomsPumpHere has been around for 5 years already, and it's just been an amazing journey. We've had some amazing partners and giveaways and lots of stuff for our moms, lots of great events. And don't forget last minute, we were able to get a giveaway for July. It is Finn's Great Leap. So summer is a great time to read all year round, you should be reading to your children. But Finn's Great Leap is about a little frog who learns to motivate himself, to step out of the box, to take risks, to really stay determined and follow his dreams. And it's written by my amazing friend Lainey, and we wanted to feature her book because I loved it, and I thought it would be a great gift to one of our amazing moms. So make sure you register on MomsPumpHere.com for your chance to win. And I will choose a winner on July 31st, and I think we'll probably feature Lainey reading the book at some point at the end of this month. So make sure you look out for that. So every week, join me on #ThePinkLife. I know I'm talking, look, I hope you can hear me. And join me on #ThePinkLife for the summer series. Today's first episode was sort of like a post 4th of July, so I'm really mellow, but I'm really excited to start this journey for you. This is episode 1. So join us next week, and we'll see you soon. Bye. And don't forget to download the MomsPumpHere Nursing Locator app. Talk to y'all later.